Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Listen, I've been talking to you all about a side hustle, and it came to welcome to my YouTube channel. It was brought to my attention. Some of you may not even know how to find the best side hustle for you. So today I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to find the best side hustle for you, because by now, if you've been searching, there are tons of it, and it can be overwhelming because all these gurus are saying, do this for easy money or do this for easy money. Y'all, you want to keep watching. Hello, my name is Jackie. I am a life and business coach. And on this channel, where it's all the videos are all created with you in mind, with the goal of helping you take your life and business back with the power of your pen, which means we do talk a lot about planning. We not only talk about planning, but we talk about why you want to do it and what the results can be. All right. So the topic is how to find the best side hustle for you. And as I said previously, we hear a lot of gurus saying, do this, get $1 million, get this money, get this. And it's confusing. You don't know, okay, should I do credit? Should I do this side hustle? Should I be in affiliate marketing? What should I do? Okay, so I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to find the best side hustle. Because regardless of what anybody say, you have to make it, everything is defined by you, because it's your power, it's your life, it's your energy that is producing the money that you're trying to get from your side hustle. Okay, y'all, let's get into it. The first one is define your why. Why are you doing it? Okay, so I know y'all have heard this 115 times. I'm just saying, you've heard it, define your why. But in defining your why, you want to know, ask yourself, why are you doing this? Are you doing this for short term? Are you doing this for long term? Because the reason why you want to ask why you're doing it is because there are certain side hustles that are just occasional, or seasonal. Like, for instance, if you did a side hustle where you did something involving Christmas or involving Thanksgiving, well, there is only a certain period where those things are where people are actually shopping for those things. I'm not talking about discounters, because I love to truth be told, I love to get stuff on off season because that's when they put things on sale. But I'm not talking about that. But I'm saying when the demand is very high, it's during a certain period of time. Okay, so you want to define what your why is. And these are the things that many people, many gurus don't tell you that I'm telling you. So that's number 1, define your why. Number 2, you want to think about the time that you have. Okay, you want to think about how much time you have to devote to that side hustle, because regardless of what you're doing, it's going to require time. Here's an example. Okay, so say you decide that you're going to work for waiter. Okay, you're going to work for waiter. One of the things you want to do is you want to see how many hours you have available to devote toward that side hustle. Okay, because sometimes we have families. Okay, you may have a spouse, you may have kids, you may have parents that you're taking care of, you may be in school, you may be working a full-time job. And speaking of that, So I do have just for you concerning number one, why goal setting is important. I do have a video. I'm going to put the link at the bottom so that you can check it out. It gives you more tips on creating your goals, right? And then the next thing is the reason why you want to know how much your time you have is you don't want to jump into something and it turns out you don't have the time for it. And of course, there's going to be a learning curve. There's some things that you may have to learn in your side hustle because you're doing something different. But you want to make sure that you're able to balance your full-time job with your side hustle. And speaking of that, I actually have a video that gives you tips, additional tips on how to balance working your full-time 9-to-5 job and be productive with your side hustle. And I'm also going to put that in the description below. Okay, so number one is define your why. Number two is think about how much time you have to devote to that side hustle. Number three, you want to outline your skills. The reason why you want to outline your skills, because everybody doesn't have the ability. Say you need a side hustle. You may be living in a city like, let's say New York, for instance. And many people who live in New York City, they rely on Uber or the train or other forms of transportation. So maybe doing a job working with Uber driving may or may not fit your skill level because you're a good driver, and you know that a lot of people in that area need rides because a majority of the people do not have cars and they rely on public transportation to get around because parking is expensive. Okay, parking is expensive and it's limited. So you want to do things like that to outline your skills, because outlining your skills allows you to pick what niche and a niche is simply what area you're going to enter in, what type of job you're going to do. And they call it a niche because it's specifically addressing a problem or situation, right? So the need of transportation is an example of a niche. And if you want more tips about what a niche is and how to find one right for you, I have a video and I'm gonna put it below so that you can watch this short video. Okay. So number one is define your why. Number two is think about how much time you have. Number three is outline your skills. Number four, once you outline your skills, you want to search for those side hustles. And in your search, you want to make sure that the reason why you do all those things before, you want to make sure that that fits. So your side hustle may be working at Ross. Your side hustle may be working at some department store. And in order for you to work there, they may require a minimum of 20 hours. If you have already defined, and this particular thing may be hiring seasonal. If you already defined you're doing something seasonal because you're trying to earn money at the end of the year, check. You thought about how much time you have. You only have 20 hours. You can check that. You've outlined the skills. Okay, you love clothes and you know that you're strong enough not to spend all your check in Ross's or whatever department store you decide to work in, check. Because you have customer service experience, that's a double check because that's one of the skills. So you went online, you went on job searches, Indeed or Indeed or whatever the job. There's many job places, job searches, engines that you can go to. and you put out your application. Or you may want a list because you're applying for it and you want to get something right away. So you want to create a list of multiple ones. That way you increase your chances of getting into that side hustle. And it doesn't necessarily have to be waiter. It doesn't necessarily have to be Uber. There are thousands and thousands of different types of side hustles. I'm just giving you 5 skills to help you find the best side hustle for you. So number 1 was define your why. Number 2 was think about how much time you have. Number 3 is outline your skills. Number 4 is search for side hustles that meet 1 through 3, right? Search for those that meet those qualifications. And number 5, the last and final one. Sometimes after you've done all that, you still may not know what's best for you. So the best solution then, or even before then, is invest in education, invest in coaching, invest in a mentor that will help shape you and ask you serious questions to help you formulate the answers to 1 through 4. Now, I want to let you all know that I do have a Pick My Brain strategy session. Now, in this session, you get 45 minutes and we sit virtually and we figure out what's your why, how much time you have, outline your skills, search for side hustles so that you can make sure that you're doing the right one. Okay, so click down, go down in the description and click that link if you're interested in getting more help in finding the best side hustle for you. And make sure that if you have not subscribed, you subscribe to my channel, child, because I just gave you 5 ways to find the right side hustle that is best for you, that'll save you time, save you money, and keep you from being stressed out on what to do. And make sure you watch those videos that gives you even more tips of why set goals, 5 tips on creating an action plan, how to balance your working a 9 to 5 and be productive with your side hustle, and how to find a niche. Because all those videos are designed with you in mind, because it's all about taking your life and business back with